We are being told Prime Minister Narendra Modi is monitoring every development this side and on the other side as there is escalation by Pakistan. This is virtually undeclared war imposed by Pakistan. And through the night, the Prime Minister was being updated on every situation, every development that was taking place. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Anil Chauhan were briefing the Prime Minister, the three services chiefs, the army commanders, the corps commanders, and it's an integrated network of each information that keeps coming in and it's passed on. So that's the best way you form the bigger picture, but information also comes in through other sources and not just the chain of command. And that is where there's better appreciation of the battlefield. Information is the king. I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Aishwarya Paliwal, who joins us for more on the story. Aishwarya, give us details, the bigger picture as it emerges. So far, India is on top of the escalation ladder at every stage. How is the assessment, and what's the assessment that you are picking up from what the Prime Minister has been, he's been briefed, and his instructions taking this battle forward?
Well, Gaurav, you know, we have seen how throughout the night, last night, there were a lot of drones which were being sent in from Pakistan, which was in retaliation to the 9 targets that were hit by India. All of them have been intercepted and no damage has been done to India. So all these details have now been given to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In fact, let me tell you, the entire government machinery was wide awake throughout the night. Last night, all of them were monitoring what was exactly happening. And now we are seeing that global leaders also have now started speaking out. India, in fact, the first thing that it did, Gaurav, if you remember that after the attack, the first thing we did, External Affairs Minister and the top leaders, they made several calls to the world leaders and told them what we will be doing. What we saw last night was retaliation coming in from Pakistan. India gave a befitting response to it. And now the tri-chiefs, all of them on top of what has happened. They have given all the details, all the operational details shared by the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and also shared with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the NSA Ajit Doval also in the thick of things. He also is in the know of everything that has happened. What India needs to do over the course of the next coming days, that's also something that now the government machinery is very closely looking at. A plan is being charted out, Gaurav, as you and I speak.
Okay, stay with me. I want to bring in General Rameshwar Yadav, former Director General of Infantry, who joins me on this broadcast. In battle, that higher direction of war is extremely important and at every stage. General Yadav, in your appreciation, what is that higher direction that the fighting forces expect from the political leadership, especially in a battle as complex as this?
You see, the political leadership, what they have been guiding us, basically it is the operational art that has been guided by them. That is number one. Let's take it militarily now. So we have to take on 4 factors. Number one, what is the enemy? That is number one. What is the situation? What is the enemy? What are they doing and why are they doing? The next is what is our perspective? And finally, what is the way ahead? If we discuss this complete mosaic under these 4 parts, I think everything will fall in place. Let's take the first one. What is the situation? Situation is, so far, on 7th night, we had gone in and we have struck 9 precision targets of the terror hideout. That is number one. Pakistan escalated day before yesterday and yesterday night.
And that escalation is massive. I have more breaking news coming in. General, stay with me for a moment. I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Shivani Sharma, who joins us from the line of control. I cannot give her exact location to you, but it's an area that's been witnessing shelling by Pakistan. But right now, have people been advised to go to safer areas, or during the day, can they come back home, look after their home and hearth, perhaps their livestock? What's the current situation right now where you are?
Gaurav, the situation remains sensitive out here because this area has seen aggressive shelling from Pakistan through the night, and till the morning, and this remains quite uncertain because the pattern that Pakistan has been following during last few nights has been quite unpredictable. The people I was interacting in the villages where the houses have seen severe damages. There are casualties. The official figures are yet to be confirmed. There are injuries on ground. People are evacuated. They are running towards different locations here. And Gaurav, I must tell you that this kind of devastation has not been witnessed even at the Kargil war. That's what the villagers told us, that this kind of shelling, the intensity, the frequency, and the way it was being done from all directions by Pakistani posts has not been ever seen. And that's why these villagers, these people, the civilians in Jammu and Kashmir and the Uri sector, Poonch sector, they were all not prepared. This was not expected because this has never happened. This is unprecedented, Gaurav. That's why the situation remains on a high alert. You can see the security forces, they are active behind us. There are checkpoints through these areas. They are actually sanitizing each and every location, even where the shelling has happened, because there are reports of some unexploded shells too that need to be sanitized in that location. So the situation remains serious here. The ceasefire violations continue, and Indian Army has been responding with full force along the line of control. Gaurav.
Oh, absolutely. Responding with full force along the line of control. India is on top of the escalation ladder is what we understand. But is there an apprehension that this could escalate further along the LC? Are people being advised to move to safer areas? Because that's the first sign. For example, in Pakistan, Shivani, people and especially foreign diplomats, especially in and around Lahore, have been told either to head to safer areas or leave Lahore completely. So moment, in a place like Lahore, when foreigners start leaving, it's bad time. In a place where you are people, own people, being told to move to safer areas, or they can come back during the day, look after their cattle, look after their fields, and then go back at night to safer areas.
What's happening here is, Gaurav, like in a family of 5, one man is staying back because he has to look after his cattle out there. He cannot leave the cattle. He's sending the family to a safer place in the nearby locations. They say, we don't want to leave our homes. We have our fields out here. We have our crop out here. We have our animals, cattle out here. How can we run away from our home, leaving it behind? And most of the people have been doing this, that one man of the family staying back and rest. The children, the women, they have been evacuated to safer places. There was no reaction time, remember, Gaurav, for all this evacuation, because this was not happening. The ceasefire violation that was happening since last 15 days included 12 days of small arms fighting that was happening and was responded well by the Indian Army. The ceasefire violations of this nature, of heavy artillery guns, have started only 3 nights back, in fact, and the most intense were last night when Pakistan misadventured into India through drones and loitering missions, which were countered. So that was the pain of Pakistan, in fact, which has actually agitated it to take out its frustration by attacking the innocent civilians in these areas where people are now looking for safer places. They are being evacuated, and through the night the shelling continued, as we were reporting. Gaurav, there were ambulance movements. There is severe damage not only to the property but to the people. We are waiting for the numbers, and the assessments on ground go on. There are losses to the property, which are government properties. There are a lot of infrastructure, which is the strategic infrastructure out here. The power projects are here in this line of fire. So we need to check back with the official confirmation. But the situation is serious as ceasefire violations are continuing with heavy artillery shelling from Pakistan's side.